I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
In its second season of existence, there's a look inside one of the real jewels of the NFL, SoFi Stadium, just south of downtown Los Angeles. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Michael Badgley ready to get us started, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow fighting Hilton on the slope. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to number
T.Y. Hilton. 77 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
Point after.
We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Herbert off the bootleg. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Now on is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Number 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he is out of bounds is inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Herbert. It's complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Running on first down, Eckler. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Geno Atkins got home that time. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Michael Badgley for the Charger field goal. A 39-yard.
Badgley able to knock this one through. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Chargers 3. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Badgley now to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Caught left side by Hilton. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
First down, here's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Gay knocks this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Charger drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
This is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for a new one there, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Herbert. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The 23-yard line.
To the air again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 11 yards there, first down. He said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week one, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Intended for Quincy.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Throwing again. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over the football at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
The key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. They'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
And it's up and good.
Score, Bengals 17, Chargers 6. Matt Gay set to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt until my offense won't work. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 54 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bengals' 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert, eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's caught at the 3. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
That keeps the score. Bengals 17, Chargers 12.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That goes for a gain of 31.
And a Bengal 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from the 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Herbert. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the 1st.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Looking for everybody. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
first down, it's Herbert. It's caught. Keenan Allen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal. Herbert throwing again. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Again, Herbert. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. First and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Takk McKinley in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to let it fly. Herbert, his third interception. Picked off at the 38, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Operating from the gun. Herbert flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.